It's just that... Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run into here is going to be far from... If he gets us, he's gonna eat Paimon for sure!
Who are you? Beyond the heavens? A strange way of putting it. Don't try to... I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend.
Whew. Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Yep. You should leave the introductions to Paimon. Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
Gods protect me!
No! Stop freaking out!
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Please, don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey! Paimon already said nothing... Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Director!
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients.
Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain? Although, clients doesn't...
Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Meng. It's his first time working a funeral, so...
Funeral...
Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that's it. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral. A satisfying trade to be in, though. And Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around.
Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place.
But you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Sooner or later.
Well, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living... Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do...
Whoa! So that's... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather... We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, it went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill.
Maybe your understanding of normal...
Adventure? You must hail from the adventures. Then you are one of our distinguished clients.
Would? What do you mean?
That's just how we gauge our clients' importance.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their... touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversation. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been...
We're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody...
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the... You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on.
When did we become your assistants? Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The ones who no longer speak. She's a weird one.
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition. Oh, Since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll... First things first. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also... That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially...
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more. But our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal, don't you? Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions.
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that... Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe. It's time for you to go. I have to attend to other matters.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, what would you say to a group discount?
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another class.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it's...
Yeah, nothing left to do here. Let's go. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are... Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
My apologies. I'm only about halfway through.
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the... I fulfill the request written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service. Now, although... it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and...
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like,
What do they buy and what do they get?
a solid and durable second home, of course. Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. All right, Mung, keep adding those special offers to the wooden
I'm still not sure that...
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the adventurers, but in doing so, I neglected my old clients. Let me do some market research.
Paimon already told you we're not Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business again.
You must be the director's new...
Not us. We're just very curious about Wang.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. The director is tactful when it comes to what...
Her? Tactful? We should get going. Let's go find Hootap.
That's settled then. Write out Wangsheng Funeral Parlor bumper sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff.
But Director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to...
Poor guy's given up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We? As in...
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild. Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people may hold. Simply put, for those unable to see the border, they're best kept as far away from it as possible. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of...
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooked.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become... All right, let's get going. Follow me.
Director, wait! What about Big G?
Big G? Who's that? We finna...
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit...
Sorry, who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng...
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for...
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very... Go and find some other poor soul.
Why do they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
And you are?
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a...
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call them.
No. Okay, relax. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, we...
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than...
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was business?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the... I was helping to find somebody for Mung. As it turns out, the big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The 3 we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng funeral parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng. Meng, I'm back.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but how would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an...
That's why he joined Wangsheng funeral parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only...
But are you sure there's no danger?
You see what I mean? Look at the state of... Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a...
Wong Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng funeral parlor? My name's Lo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I felt ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but I think that it's a curse, right?
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse.
You believe so too? Then it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the ark, and if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh, and the symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng funeral parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me. I bet.
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the right person. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable... Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your...
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcist. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've...
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go. ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful God's curse stuff serious. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, and the best way to do that is to make a great show of...
Sounds like that might work. Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation, and what I can do is pretend to pull back anyone.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated, that resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wang...
Paimon didn't see that coming.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was... We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully... To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will... You're finally here! Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more... All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
From whence you came!
I'm counting on you!
Shake your hand, steady as stone. As a good knight should.
Forth, my blade! Submit for judgment!
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse...
Great. In which case, you've been pranked! This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, and those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then...
The curse? Was it? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but...
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow. I shall head back.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon...
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now,
This explanation sounds a bit far...
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so
It must have been poor Lo Chung that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't. It's too high for me. I'd get scared.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songzi.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them. Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of...
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together?
That's not a good idea.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's service. Yes, we grew up together. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a... Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spice. I can make it for you, if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his
Deal! Just give us a minute.
Jueyun chilies are a common sight in Liyue. Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the julienne chili when everyone's ready. I'll get the...
Great! See you. How did he know about the...
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner work.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. So, is Big G the reason you're here?
How did you know? We didn't even see...
Don't worry, I'm a businessman. I won't go spilling your... Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Today, business is booming.
Wow, you must be like super...
For me, it's a memento of a childhood loss. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for a little woo.
Mm-hmm. We already saw Little Woo. Now we gotta find Songza.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, I've got an errand to run.
So, are you buying or not?
You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times. Thinking back to past...
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess a few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. They're current. I've already spoken to the manager.
Seems like you already know what's going on. Beep.
I think he mentioned it. The plastrite shards are over in that crate there.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. These look like what Songza was talking about. Let's head back.
Cloud-alike.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, Okay, I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all, no matter what the days may bring.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of...
But if you get the chance, please let them know. And that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like... We got everything we need. Let's go to Wuwang Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
You're back already? You didn't go spilling the beans, did you?
Does Paimon look that unreliable?
I'm kidding! Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well. Guard the border between life and death.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like in where we're going. Don't be surprised at what you may see, or all of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. And whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
I'm scared. But like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this. Wow! What is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your...
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time!
Leave no stone unturned.
Time to rock!
I'll catch up.
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... How do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
I just came up with an awesome new riff. Want to hear it?
As a good knight should. Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before? What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
Finally! I Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So, that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
What?
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for... Well, everyone says waiting is difficult. I can keep waiting, but it's all the same to me.
Are you new here? What a coincidence. I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold with no sense of space. Here I can finally work out a lifetime of emotions. By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean recently?
That guy? I remember him saying it was time for him to
Good for him. I wonder...
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Some other time, perhaps.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me.
Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, then everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed.
That's right. Little Wu, you start.
All right. I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks. If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever.
Yeah, if you get rich, you can buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one for everyone. No.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ming Xiao lanterns. The big kind! And Xiao lanterns.
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to...
Anyway, those are our wishes.
Me?
Huh? They all disappeared.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Wu's become a chef.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. Anyway, time to release this lantern.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Take the hint?
Monk's already crossed the border. That's the only way to send Big G off. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was once upon a time more akin to a doctor's office. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness, People were plunged into misery and suffering. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established.
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics, by that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice it took a long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue, not a chance. Curiosity can be perilous, you know. Don't forget my warning, the less you know, the better. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life... Huh? It's about time. Let's go.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? I think we did everything we could to make you happy, but if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind,
I won't, I promise. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
How can you say such horrendous things with that smile?
Well then, last but not least, let's say...
See you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to...
No worries. I'll just take my leave. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that. No life...
All right. I'll remember you all.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is emptiness.
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to hear it earlier.
After each of us has started a family and built a career, that's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day. So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet whoever you want to
Thank you? Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wuwang Hill.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally, this doesn't change the terms of our...
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If so, I'll be sure to let you know.
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if...
Stop saying creepy stuff!
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated. I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no regret.
Since I don't plan to ever come back here, I'd like to make the most of this The director's right. A new life awaits me,